You're tuning in to the Copacetic Hour.
This is the Copacetic Hour.
Why don't you just chill?
Why don't you just chill? Why don't you just chill?
Yes, this is the Copacetic Hour. Copacetic is a term meaning everything is fine, cool, and in excellent order. This podcast is an area for open discussion, but not for the weak-hearted nor the simple-minded. And although we may not always agree, we will always exemplify respect. But at the same time, nobody, and I do mean nobody, is exempt from getting these jokes. Everything is copacetic. Yes, this is the Copacetic Hour, episode 35. How's everybody doing today?
Good.
We good.
Excellent. Doing good. Excellent.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Samantha. Nice to be here.
I'm Jasmine. I'm happy to be here again. This is I think my third time being on. Yeah. So I'm just ready for the topics at hand because, I'm ready to talk my shit. That's about it.
Okay.
What's up, though? My name's Smoke. It's my first time. Hopefully, it ain't the last.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm Sonny. This is my first time as far as the Zoom. I didn't work behind the scenes and a lot of other stuff, but this is my first time on here. Hopefully, we go everything's straight.
Facts.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Taylor Eve. Please just call me Eve because you will be wanting to call me just Taylor and forget the Eve. So just call me Eve, you know what I'm saying? This is my first time here. I'm super excited because, like Jazz said, I already talked my shit. Okay, so let's go.
Facts. So let's jump right into our first topic. So this topic actually came from my dog Smoke. He made a Facebook post, and I was like, damn, that was some shit that we should discuss on the podcast. He jumped right on, so I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
You know what I'm saying? Expectations for a man and expectations for a woman. It's hard out here to be a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have standards, and it's hard out here to be a woman. They have certain standards that they have to meet. Why do we expect so much from the other sex? And when we do seek those things that aren't what we think we should, is it our fault when they don't work out or if we're mistreated, or is it their fault?
I believe that for me, I expect so much from my spouse because I'm growing as a person, so I want him to grow with me. And if he let me down, then we both look bad.
Mm-hmm. Thanks. Mm-hmm.
And I hear that side because being married, it's a different level of responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Or especially y'all got a foundation together. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's literally like his job to do all these things. You know what I'm saying? Protect, provide, make shit happen. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely get that. But what about the common person before y'all met, before y'all started becoming one? You know what I'm saying? What about the expectations set then?
Like, what you mean? Like, just in general, like before
you talking about, like, meeting women, it's hard when you meet a woman because a woman wants you to be some fly ass dressing nigga. They want you to be a gangster, but they want you to have a degree, and then they want you to be a baller. And then if a nigga say something crazy to you, they want you to beat his ass, and then a whole bunch of other shit. And I was like, damn, that's real. Like, nigga, when you just really I'm trying to navigate in the world, get money, and take care of my people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then it's all this extra shit that you got to navigate.
But see, like that, what you said, see, like what he was on was expected of a man. Like, yeah, like just all, like that ain't even like relationship. That's just like what's expected from a man, period. Like from moms, from your family, from kids, from relationships. That was like all around, like just expectations on the man. That's why I'm like, where are we going with it?
Like what I was saying was what I made the post really was, it was just like, all right, for instance, like when it comes to a man and a woman, like don't nobody really appreciate all the stuff that a man go through to make the shit happen how it happened. like everybody just think it's probably easy because of course a man's not supposed to cry, you're not supposed to show no emotion, you're not supposed to act weak.
Who says they're not supposed to? That's
Well,
on
in the
us.
world.
Well, you know,
Yeah, I was
all
gonna
right,
say
as a black
because
man,
that
you know,
Because
specifically,
it's needed. It's needed. It's needed.
but
Trust me, it's needed. Because we don't know what y'all go through. You feel me? We don't know. Y'all do all this and that, and then come home. Of course, we can't appreciate something we don't know. All we can appreciate is the fact that it's here. You know what I mean?
facts.
So it's like the lack of communication. We can't comprehend on that when ain't no communication. Period.
I understand what you're saying, but it's just like we always been taught to be masculine. Like for instance, they just posted a picture of G Herbo kissing his son in the mouth. Everybody littered him like that was just so wrong. Like, but if another race was to do it, well, no, they would. Other race, if they was to do it, no, they same race wouldn't have been talking about him for kissing their son in the mouth. It's his son. What's gay about that? But of course, in our world, that's gay or he weak. He making his son soft. I didn't look at it like that, honestly. But from the perspective for the majority part, as most black dudes in the hood and all that gonna say, they gonna play it like, oh, that's some soft stuff. What are you kissing his son in the mouth for?
It may be because of the lack of fatherhood. I mean, if they never experienced what the love is from a man, that's really what it is. It's just that genuine love from a man. Men don't even love each other. So that's really where it starts. Can't love on it. You know what I'm saying? Like just being a homies ain't enough. You feel me? Because love is you see your homie doing some shit he ain't supposed to do and you just let that shit slide. You don't love your nigga for real.
Yo, no.
You see what I'm saying? So that's really, I feel like with the expectations, like Samantha said, the growth is 100%. But I mean, some things are common sense though. Like you're supposed to do certain things. Like my thing is this: you would do it for yourself, so why wouldn't you be doing it for your family? That's where the thin line is, because it's like, okay, so you complaining about doing it for your family or not getting the recognition from your family, but or from whoever's around you. But do you need that recognition if you was just doing it by yourself? You see what I'm saying? Like, why do we expect so much from others when it's like you should be doing it for yourself? Period.
The problem is what people they're looking for is approval from others when they have approval from themselves, and that's the problem with society now. And G Herb, what's his name?
G Herbo.
Well, him. Sorry. Well, with him, he kisses his son in the mouth. That's the way he show his affection to his son. And I hope he don't take the backlash that he received from that photo and stop doing sowing into his son and that type of love. If people stop focus on the internet, stop trying to live this fairy tale life that what they see and just focus on what they have, then they won't have an issue. And then expectations, what women think is what they see on the internet. They see this picture that people paint on the internet, because social media is everyday thing. When you go to bed at night, what you got? You got your phone in your hand. So when women or men see that other people are doing things that they wish that they were doing, then they're gonna look at their partner or whoever that they're dating and expect for them to do the same. So that's the reason why people do that, I think.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Yeah, I was gonna agree, because like at the end of the day, expectations too can sometimes come from, like, when it comes from a negative place, it can come from like maybe what you feel like where you want to be at, like it could come from a negative headspace, like this is where I want to be, but you putting that expectation on yourself and your partner like in a negative way. So like sometimes expectations is just in your own fucking head too. Like it's not always just black and white. It can literally just be in your head, and like you trying to put this expectation in your mind that's not even some expectation or limitation that you need to put on yourself at the end of the day.
Right.
So sometimes like people got to look at themselves too, like look in and be like, is this an expectation? Is this an expectation I expect of myself or a man because of an insecurity or something that I have? Or is it because of what I actually really want? Or am I actually just taking something, like you said, from the internet or from society and putting it on myself or that person?
Right.
I hear that. I hear that.
I feel that.
Hey, nah, but at a certain age, you can't be kissing your son in the mouth. I'm sorry, nigga.
Well, the baby is still a baby.
No, he a baby now.
Hey,
He a baby now. Yeah, it's fine now, but
What age would you say is a no-no?
Even like not even a
Can't
son,
speak on the future.
even my daughter, like I wouldn't be
say
kissing
this.
my daughter in
Like,
the mouth at a certain age.
I mean, my kid about to be 4, so I still kiss my kid, but at the same time, like, you do see like some families where they have that level of affection, where they will still kiss their adult children in their mouth. And it's like, shoot, you know what I'm saying? Like, if your parents been married 40 years, and your dad kiss you in the mouth still, so what? Shit, you know where his mouth been. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, like, listen, all I'm saying is that a lot of families are like that. Black families are like that too. It's just that we don't. It's just that we don't see it every day. Like, you don't see black families. You don't see families kiss their kids every day, whether they grown or not.
Right. No, I'm not saying for the baby. The baby is fine. I'm just saying, like, past a certain age. Even if it was a girl, just past a certain age.
How old would you say?
I would say maybe like when they start to like understand other things. It depends on their level of maturity.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Where they understand this is not like, it's not a sexual thing. You know what I'm saying? Because these days kids are growing up so quickly.
So much more in the world right now. You got to be real cautious on how you move with your kid.
Right.
That's very true. Coming from a person that got a kid, and that my kid's got a smart mouth, and she just, you know, she real extra. So at the end of the day, I do have to teach her a lot of different things, and you have to be repetitive with it with children. Like, you kind of got to remind them every day, like, not to do certain things.
Yes. And it's about the conversation. You got to have conversations with your kids too. I don't have children yet, but I'm always the auntie, because I'm the one we're going to do problem solving. Why are you doing this? Or what is the reason for this? So you can get it in your mind, because a lot of things we don't understand is like, kids grow up with it, trying to figure out their subconscious by the outside world. The outside world influences that subconscious, and that subconscious develops into their personality. So we have to have conversations with kids. Like, this is why I'm not doing it. This is why. I'm not just telling you just because when you just tell someone just because, they're going to want to do it anyway because you told them not to.
Yep. And it's like, I'm telling you, and like with me having a very intuitive 3-year-old that's about to be 4, like she understands everything going on around her. And it's like, when my kid, you don't think she paying attention or listening? She listening to everything, because she'll go back and repeat the whole conversation to somebody and be like, well, my mama said you can't come over our house, like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. So my thing is that, like, I don't even hardly talk on the phone much around her no more, because she will repeat everything I say.
Right.
Flat out.
Right.
So so it's like, at the end of the day, like, affection is not a negative thing. You just have to teach them there's right and wrong affection at the end of the day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I was saying, I don't think it's a certain age. I just think it depends on the maturity of that child.
Okay.
Right.
I can see that.
Facts. All right, let's move on to our next topic. All right. So I'm pretty sure the women are going to have some perspective on that. Well, we're going to move into it. Okay. So black women. This came to me listening to my dog, Josh Adams. He a comedian out in Detroit.
Okay.
So he had this subject on the show. I was like, we should talk about this too. So black women outnumber black men 3-1. Out of that percentage of black men, there's a portion of black men locked up. Some aren't attracted to women. Some are dead. And some have some negative complex towards black women. So why do we downplay polygamy in our community? With there being a shortage of black men to the number of black women, or just men and women, period, why do we downplay polygamy? Why women not shoot your shot at a married man or a man in a relationship? Should those women not in those relationships go without a relationship because there's just not enough to go around? They should just be single?
Yeah, one of y'all got to chime in first on that.
Yeah.
I have this conversation all the time. All the time. Because I'm single and I live in Atlanta. And I've heard here the ratio is like 22-1.
Yep.
Okay.
20
So the likelihood of me finding someone is like very, very slim, because it's either, you know, like they say, you like the same sex, or you like women who used to be men. You feel me?
Yep.
Or they like the opposite race, or whatever races other than Black women. And polygamy gets brought up all the time here as well. And it's like, I get it. It's as a business, you feel me? But I feel like if it gets to that point, then there's no love. I can't sit and be in a situation with two people and think I'm in love with somebody. I don't know. It's just, at that point, it's just like, okay, it's a business, you know, you're going to do whatever you want to do. He going to cheat anyway, quote unquote. So he might as well have somebody or whatever. And when it comes to married men, shoot, I get approached all the time by married men, but I can't do it. Like, it just doesn't make any sense for me. It just doesn't. Why would I share? I don't want to share. I don't want to be the other. Like, I'd rather be single.
I would have to agree on that, because I would rather be single. Now, as far as like polygamy, I've also been approached by married men before. Just like, my thing is, I ain't about to be nobody's side chick. That's just not what I'm doing. And then at the same time, like Taylor said, I'm sorry, because I call you Taylor.
That wasn't gonna correct you, sis. That wasn't gonna correct you.
I know, but yeah, so like, my thing is that yes, Black women outnumber Black men, because majority of the Black men for real, like out here, is either, like you said, they're gay, transgender, or they like other races, or they locked up in prison, or something, or
they just not ready.
Right, and they just not ready, or they just still playing. Because I know some incredible Black guys that got degrees, that work, that got good jobs, that own homes, all this other stuff, but they be playing. It's like they be in their 30s, early 30s, mid 30s, and still be playing.
Right.
And the thing, and nobody got time for that. So my thing is that, like, no, I'm not with the polygamy stuff, because if I'm gonna be with you, it better be just me and you. I don't got time for all the rest of that stuff in the in between. And like you live in the A, where, like you said, the number of women that outnumber men is way higher. And I feel like that living down here in the Metro Detroit area. I feel like I feel like the women down here outnumber the amount of men that's really available. So that's why, like with me, in the last episode I was on, we talked about long distance, like relationships and dating. This is why I'm all for dating, like looking to date outside of where you live, and then possibly making that move of coming together. Because at the end of the day, you really may not find nobody that lives near you. Because
why do you say looking outside of where you live?
When I say looking outside, like sometimes you get hit up by somebody that don't live where you live, but you know them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they might.
But you don't know them. You don't know them like you think you know. You don't know them.
No, but what I'm saying,
you don't know your neighbor more like that either.
Exactly. What I'm saying is that, like, it could have been somebody you went to college with or something, but maybe y'all just live in different states now or something, and they want to shoot their shot. Who knows? That might come together. What I'm saying is that at the end of the day, like, that polygamy shit, no, nobody doing that. Because at the end, like, Black women already got to share every fucking thing with everybody. We already got to share everything. We already got to be the bottom of the totem pole. Why we got to be the bottom of the totem pole too when it comes to relationship? That doesn't make any sense.
You gonna get a faithful long distance relationship?
Yeah, I've been in a long distance relationship, and I'm long distance dating right now. Like, so my thing is, like,
you're gonna be in a faithful long distance relationship.
But why do you feel like it matters where you're at to be faithful? Because niggas is right next door, sleeping in your bed and not faithful.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Location does not determine your faithfulness. The location does not determine your faithfulness at the end of the day.
He didn't say that. He didn't say that though. That's
no, but I'm saying, like, at the end of the day, like, if you into that person, whether or not they're being faithful shouldn't even really be like a whole question. Because if y'all really into each other like that and y'all taking it serious, that shouldn't even be a problem.
I think it's just easier to lie to yourself and tell yourself that you're in a faithful relationship, because you technically don't hear about it or see what's going on.
Exactly.
You don't see this person,
but it don't matter. You can live in the same city with somebody and they sleep with a chick down the street.
You can't get.
You can find out about that easier.
Ain't nobody.
That's not true though. That's not true though.
Because I promise you, I promise you,
you got a lower chance of getting.
She's like, I done fuck with some smooth ones, huh?
Okay.
You got a way lower rate of getting embarrassed and everybody finding out what this man is doing. But if you really think you with some man and you ain't seen him in 2 weeks to a month, and he ain't got nobody he dealing with, you a fool.
But it's possible though, bro.
Our
It's possible.
hopes are higher for men than men hopes are for women. I've learned that because
Yeah,
y'all
like, yeah, all right,
top
that's
think of
honest,
it as
that's
just
honest.
cheating off top. Like y'all
I ain't just saying it. Yeah, I ain't saying it like, because if a man really got something in order and got goals and got shit he handled, he don't even really got time to cheat. But every now and a blue moon, a man got needs. So who's gonna be there to satisfy his needs? He might come to agreement with the lady, like, I got a woman out of town. I love her to death. Me and you, we just sexual. That's just that. That's the only thing I need you for. And his head, he probably faithful.
That's sad that the sexual drive is so high. You feel me? Because it's like at the end of the day, if you doing what you're supposed to do, and
it's not sad. It's natural. You can't help your sexual drive.
Lie me out.
So my thing
specifically, am I wrong about this though, y'all? Because all y'all educated, very educated. Y'all went further with y'all education in high school. In Africa, do they still do them like black men be married to, you know, more than one woman?
Some tribes.
Man, everywhere.
Some tribes
everywhere they doing that here. Man.
Some tribes.
They do that everywhere, bro. Everywhere.
Do y'all, honestly, do y'all think people don't do it here in America because it's more frowned upon, or because that's just really they not with that?
No, I mean it actually is done here in America. I watched this. I used to watch this TV show.
But it ain't like the thing. Like,
but that's at a lower rate though.
Or no restaurant and seeing 3 couples like that.
No, see the thing is like I used to watch this TV show called Escaping Polygamy. Right? They have different clan groups of polygamous groups where, and they mostly like white people groups, but that are more so public.
They mostly like
right. So listen, listen, what I'm about to say though. So you have a polygamous group, you know, out like I think they was like located in Utah, where they kind of mix and mingle within like mainstream America, where they kind of be unnoticed. My thing is that they practice it for financial purposes, not for like actual love or nothing. Because like Eve just said, my whole thing is that I can't be in a polygamous relationship because at the end of the day, like you can love, you know, multiple people, like have love for them. I can't see myself being with a man that's in love with 2 or 3 women at a time.
That's because, but you want deeper than just some financial shit though, like you saying though. Like if you got, you know, if your reasoning, if it makes sense, it makes sense.
Yeah. Thing is that it's practiced in America. It's just actually against the law in America.
It's against the law
to practice polygamy. To be real.
Okay. See, let me know something.
So people do it privately because of the fact that it's technically illegal.
Facts.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
So that's why they call it swingers and have.
So that's why they call it swinging like instead of polygamy.
Yeah, little events. Everything making sense now.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that's out here swinging.
A lot of people. We got a lot of people in clubs. You feel me? Sex clubs. Go up in there and be sexing all in the club type shit.
Listen,
crazy shit. So,
I got approached by married couples. I'm like, bro. I'm like,
okay, that's what y'all doing. Okay,
I'm married, right? My wife is not gonna be on no polygamy shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
but you knew that before you married her.
I knew that before I married her, right?
Exactly.
But if I'm thinking about polygamy in like how y'all talk about in business way, and I don't even think polygamy is a thing where there can't be love between more than one person. You love more than one person right now, even when you with somebody. You may not be with them and having sex and emotionally whatever, but having sex and love is 2 different things. Love is more.
People be fucking 2 people and loving both of them, man. That's the same thing. They just ain't in the same house.
They do, but love is more than sex, and that's why polygamy is a thing, because love is caring about somebody's well-being. It's not about having sex with someone and financial capability. Love is caring about your well-being. I want to see you be great. I can love you, and I can love her, and I can love whoever.
Sounds like a business.
Thank you. What is? I was just waiting for him to finish.
But that's not. That's 2 different things. Love isn't a business. You know what I'm saying? Just because I care about you,
you're lucky.
That's not a business between.
But but business could make you love somebody depending on what your mindset is.
Depending on what it is, yeah. You know,
it's hard out here for a pimp. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You lucky.
Listen,
okay. So it got to be about business at this point.
And then families, and then I think like in our community, like we used to have like a village raises our people, and we don't have that anymore.
But it wasn't polygamy raising.
It was though. You know what I'm saying?
It was.
It's 3 moms in the house.
It was.
It's 3 moms. You
And
got
it was also Uncle Tony too, huh?
All type of shit going on.
Right.
We can't do so we can have a polygamy lifestyle too.
You can.
Women,
yes.
you can have multiple husbands.
Yes. If you were a woman and you found 2 men to love you, who actually cared for each other as well.
Whoa, see,
there wouldn't be nothing.
That's what I'm saying. Now you fucking the whole shit up.
Not that they care for each other in a sexual way, but like
it's like, hey, bro, like, yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's the homie. You know what I'm saying? But we both love this woman. And that's our woman. That would be totally fine with that. If
not doing that shit, that's my nigga right there. I love that nigga to death. I am not sharing no bitch with that nigga.
Y'all not.
Not that you love.
Sleeping in the same bed together.
Not y'all not.
I'm saying that's not gonna happen. Y'all ain't let me finish. If you could find 2 men like that, that would be fine. Now that's on you to find 2 men like that. It's gonna be hard to find 2 men like that, but they out there. You know what I'm saying? There's some niggas out there that's like that, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
It can be that way and not in the same
household.
You
do know some, man. Stop playing.
It can be that way, but be in separate households.
No, there's people out there that's like they're like weak-minded men that really ain't got much, but he got some good, you know. And then got another one who just a puppet. So women can train a guy or guys to do that. So there's people out there like that.
I might have to look into this for real.
No, you don't want that.
Yeah, that's not weird. That's gonna get too fucking weird. Like,
I said, what if we keep them at the same different households? Like, you feel me? Like, you know, I'm there Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
You basically got 2 niggas now.
That's not polygamy.
That's the same thing.
They know about each other. That's still polygamy.
They know about each other. They just not together.
Everybody been doing polygamy.
Oh no.
No. I'm just confused on how is it weird for a woman to have 2 men but y'all can have 2 women.
Right.
I don't think it's weird. I just think it's harder for
too much testosterone in one room. Y'all don't got it.
Look, all y'all working together for the greater good.
I don't want.
That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed
it could work though.
A community, and you build together. So y'all got 3 incomes or however many incomes. All y'all grandfathers and grandmas and all y'all ancestors was all in polygamy relationships.
Why are you lying, bro? Not my family. I don't know nothing about that.
All of them was
I mean, they wasn't in no polygamy relationships. It's just that your granddaddy had the side chick who stayed around the corner.
No. I'm not talking
about my great granny. My great granny wasn't having it, y'all.
And the granny know about it.
I was just want to say that the granny knew about that. The granny knew about the whole other family right up the street.
But it wasn't no social
Granny
media
knew
on here to embarrass her and post pictures
over
there in the bed.
And she wasn't tripping as long as he paid.
So y'all miss.
She wasn't tripping as long as these bills was paid.
No,
Granny wasn't tripping. Granny wasn't tripping at all.
That was back in the day. These niggas ain't paying no bills.
Period. Though they is paying. See?
Hold on.
They is paying.
They not. Sir,
I'm
trying to tell you are.
All right.
You are, sir.
They have to live with this bill.
You don't date men, so you don't know.
I wasn't talking about like your grandmother, grandfather, United States. I'm talking about if we never got brought over here, the way we see polygamy now wouldn't be the same.
Okay, you gotta say that. Okay.
Because when we were in our natural habitats, only reason I know this out because my grandfather was the last slave to be brought over here.
That's amazing.
The United States, and I got to do research on him because he was. He had an autobiography written about him by Zora Neale Hurston. So my grandfather, when he came over to the United States, his dad had 4 wives. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a thing to have 4 wives. It wasn't this, he don't love. No, you loved all your wives.
Bro.
Just like you love all your children.
Bro,
hey, my grandpa came from St. Lucia. He did similar type shit. My grandpa came from St. Lucia from the islands.
I was just locked up last year with one of them ICE people. He was a black dude. I'm on the phone. I'm calling my people. I'm checking on my kids. I got 2 baby mamas. He like, you got 2? I'm like, yeah. He like, why you just want to marry them both, Smokes? I'm like, what you mean? He like, in my country, you have woman by baby, you have to marry.
Right.
And she becomes yours. And she's not allowed to mess with no other man. I'm like, it don't work like that here. He's like, but this what he telling me, though, he on the ice, so I know, like, this real shit, though. Like,
yeah.
So I know it's still going on. But
and I seen
like
the same thing, bro. Pictures and all.
That's
3
because
wives.
other communities weren't put through like slavery and all the scenes and all these different demographics to break the black family up. So we got all these ideals that we may or may not should be having, honestly.
I mean, they also picked their wives as well. They chose their wives.
And that's
the wives chose them, though. The wives chose them.
No, the family did. We ain't choose nobody.
Yep.
We weren't choosing nobody. The family said, you know what, you gonna get married to this man.
You can't be part of this since everybody don't accept it.
I'm not. What you talking about? Can't be a part of it. Everybody don't accept it. They wasn't accepting.
I'm just saying that's how I go.
Yeah, like if your village didn't accept whoever you were trying to marry or whatever, then you couldn't get married to that person. That's
like everybody got to agree with this.
The whole village has to agree that this would be a good thing, not just for you, but for the entire community.
Ain't no community here.
You know what I'm saying?
But I know it probably was conflict because you can love whoever, but being in love with somebody is different.
Right.
So they can have multiple wives. It's one favorite one that they,
Okay, because I ain't about to be I'm the favorite.
Why do it got to be a favorite? Why do it got to be a favorite?
This will be the
Why do it got to be a favorite?
The oldest lady, no, bro, it is a favorite. The oldest one usually is the favorite. The first is usually the favorite.
The first wife is the favorite. Yeah.
I don't believe that, bro.
She's the one that picks the wife.
I don't believe that, though.
The most responsible one.
Yes.
Whoever, like the mama of the whole bunch.
Right.
All right.
But look,
it's her.
Bro. But if you got 3 wives, right? You got 3 wives.
3.
And one is an expert at what you love her for. How you know you ain't gonna love the second or the third one?
But you do love them
more than the first one for what they do. Rather it's taking care of the kids.
It gotta be across the board the same, bro. You can't love more than you love her.
That's what I'm saying. Like
that's favoritism.
You might
she know that you love me more than her. You know what?
Care,
are very
the lover.
It's complicated.
The woman that love you the best on the sexual tip ain't always who you like. You know, the conversate, personality,
cook, nothing else. That's why it ain't gonna be no favoritism, bro. It's gonna be equal. Everybody,
but none of them should be picked off sex. None of them should be picked off sex.
Okay,
they gotta have a real skill.
Hell no! How they can't get picked off sex?
Nah, bro.
I'm just not for it.
You should off sex now.
No. You can't. Sex is not a thing, bro. Sex don't equal love.
So
exactly. You can't pick who you love the most off of sex.
No, you pick. It's really you when you got.
That's why good dudes cheat.
That's why you got 3. You cheating off of 3, then that's your problem.
I ain't saying that you got to pick her off sex, but that you gotta have. So you're not gonna have a favorite one out of all the 3.
No,
that you like to have sex with.
You might have a favorite one at that time, that day.
That's all I'm saying.
That month.
Next week it might be different. Next month it might be different.
Tomorrow it might be.
That's what I'm saying. It ain't gonna be no number one for all and forever.
All and for
you got 3 wives, man.
No, like
niggas making this decision.
Balance out, all be equal.
Look, this is the conversation niggas is really having with no wives. Like this sounds like every day to me. Shit.
I was getting ready to say like
it sounds like every day.
That's my thing. Like if I have I got female best friends, right? I got female Jasmine. I talk to Jasmine all the time. I talk to Samantha all the time. They just my homies. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not no sexual nothing. But
your wife allow that too.
I care about I care about them, and I want to see them good and prosper. And they're
I got people I feel like that about too.
You know what I'm saying? That has nothing to do with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just because we don't have sex, don't mean I can't care about them. And my wife, my real wife, in the other room.
What you mean by care about them, though?
Like if something ever happened to them, I would be concerned.
Right.
Like how concerned though?
Like family concern.
Like family concern.
Right. Exactly.
If I'm down here, I guess on my deathbed, you gonna come see me, bro?
Right. Hell yeah. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
That's the type of concern he's talking about. Nothing sexual.
nothing sexual.
I ain't mean it like that.
But I'm saying though, like, that's a level of love. You know what I'm saying? Of caring.
Even if
about someone.
all right, even if your wife says she ain't cool with that though, you still gonna like I gotta be there for this.
Me, yes, because my wife not finna dictate some shit I had going on before she came around.
That's where I'm going with it. Like how much, like what? Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's enough. And Gigi, my wife, Gigi, just not like that. Gigi's not jealous, and she trusts. Me. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I've cheated on Gigi before. I've said this plenty of times on the podcast, and she still trusts me. So it's not a thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here
drink to that.
now. You know what I'm saying? But back in the day, I was out here doing shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just a fact of the matter. You know what I'm saying? I've changed. I've grown. Let's say Gigi one day was like, you know what? We should get another wife. Now I'm supposed to like bring this woman into our life. Let's say Gigi picked a woman and I really do like her and all this shit. And now I got to put the terms to her. Like, look here, girl. You know, even though you may be my new wife now, I don't love you like I love her. You don't get the same privileges that Gigi would get. You're not on her level.
Like, why are you making her your wife?
That's what I'm saying.
So why are you making her your wife?
That's another thing. Why would I even be making her my wife then, if that's the case?
That's side piece type shit.
Thank you. That question got brought up because he said the way that we operate, the way that he thought that we should be operating, is that there shouldn't even be a thing called a side piece. We should all be operating in a community village type of way where we all taking care of one another.
No, because hey, but real shit. Keep it real. Even where they allowed to have 3 wives, they got a side piece too sometimes. Sometimes. They got that too.
Bro, there's no way. How? That means you're doing too damn much.
That's why I'm like, what
okay,
you
exactly.
That's why
Why I'm going to be single. I'm going to go ahead and get sperm bank, have me a baby.
They got a little side piece too. Keep it a buck.
It's just at the end of the day, like I said, for Black women, it's just polygamy. So there are Black couples out here doing that. There are Black women, Black men out here doing the polygamy thing. It's just that for the vast majority, it's just not what we want. Like, even though life is not traditional how it was for our grandparents or whatever the case may be, we still kind of want traditional life as in a sense. Like, you still want your husband to be your fucking husband, not your husband, you know, like SZA, like not my man is your man, is my man, is her man, and that's man too. Like,
she said some bullshit too.
Yeah,
she said some bullshit too.
But I'm
bullshit though.
Wait, no. But are you looking down? But are you gonna look down on it if another person doing it though?
No,
and
I don't look down.
If your best friend was doing it, what you gonna look down on her? Like,
what I'm saying is that like if another couple, another person chooses to do it, that's just their doing. I'm saying as a personal preference, it's not for me.
Right.
Like, I have to.
Okay.
I want my man to share my bed, and we share this bed and this house together. Right. I don't want to be sharing it with another fucking person.
But you was brought up a certain way though. But you was brought up a certain way. You don't know if you was raised in a household like that, you might see it different. My thing is that like watching like some of these, because it's polygamy TV shows and stuff, and like I said, watching some of that stuff, like it works like a business where the moms are tending, like the moms are having 13, 14 kids. And it take a fucking 5, 6 moms to handle these 15 kids. Right. It just do. And when y'all all got 5 to 15 kids apiece, then yeah, y'all gonna run this house like a business, because shit, we need everybody on P's and Q's all day. But in a traditional sense, me personally, I don't want that many damn kids. I really don't want no more for real. I got 1, and I really don't want no more. I'm just be 100. But like, but are you a single mother?
Yep.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
Yeah, I'm a single. The thing is like I'm a single mom, and I handle my shit at the end of the day. So my thing is like being a single parent doesn't mean anything if you can handle it. It only gets out of hand. It gets out of hand for real when people start having like multiple children and cannot handle.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You don't want more than you can handle. That's why I asked that, like, because you like, I don't want no more. If you was together with your baby father and he wanted more, you might be cool with 2, maybe 3.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I was to get married and the person I married does want to have another child, then I would take that into consideration, we can talk about it. Because I do only have one child. That's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that like
it is if it's just you. It is a big deal if it's just you. That is. That's a lot on one person.
Right. But what I'm
having one kid is a lot on one person.
Yeah, we all have.
When you gotta handle your own business, you gotta handle.
Listen, y'all ain't gotta tell me because this one over here, I'm like, her birthday coming up right now, and I'm like, bro, my bank account saying like, put your card down, like for real. But listen,
you gonna do what you gotta do.
Listen, she want everything, iPads, everything. I'm like, hold on, bro, you're doing too much.
Okay,
but
that's why I'm saying that just for perspective, though. Just
right, no, right. But see, my thing is that in the polygamous families, that's the stuff that when people join polygamous families, that they think about. They don't think about the love. They don't even think about the sexual part. All they thinking about is how we gonna take care of the multiple children that we either have or getting ready to have. And so my thing is that it works for some people. It does not work for others. For me, it's not something that I want to do. But I don't frown upon it if somebody else wants to. That's just their prerogative. That's just they choosing. It's not mine.
Now, to answer the second part of the question, now, should women not shoot their shot at men who are already taken?
I was about to say something about that too, bro. I was about to mention that. Like, what about
y'all
that?
Feel as women, like, I know, Samantha, you don't want no bitches shooting at your husband. I understand. But
hey, dog,
I ain't trying to get Chris in trouble, but
don't do none of that, man.
But I'm saying,
she understand what you're saying.
Do you understand? Because there are shortages.
She's a female, so
to me personally, I feel like I really, it doesn't bother me. Okay. And if they're out here, we would be sitting at a restaurant and they think that me and Chris is friends or brothers and sisters. And you have the waitress sitting there flirting with him. When she walk away, I'd be like, you better get a coupon deal or something.
That's how Gigi be.
Because at the end of the day, I'm going home with him. You know, if he's not doing too much, then I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
Right.
Like, thanks for keeping my man is attractive. He's going home with me.
But no. See, no, answer it like this though. Just in general, how do you feel about females throwing a shot? Like, is that relationships?
It doesn't bother me because I know where our relationships stand, and I know he's gonna shut them down.
No, Sam, answer. Is that cool? Is that right or wrong?
Not about Chris, just women in general.
Yeah, women in general.
Is that right?
Is it cool? Is it cool for them to shoot their shot?
And the child talk to him. Is that right?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No,
it's not. Right.
Okay. That's what we just was.
Why? Yeah, that's what I'm like in general. Like,
because you should. First of all, you shouldn't be shooting your shot at somebody that's already in a relationship. Period. This is my thing. If that's just like I get like I just told Eve. We get approached by married men all the time. Like, I mean, I'd have been approached by a married pastor. You feel me? My thing is, okay.
Why you messing with this Holy Spirit, man?
My thing, and he might watch and listen to this. And my thing is that.
Oh, stupid, man.
Listen, my thing is that at the end of the day, if you approach me and you got a ring on your finger, or if I get engaged and I got a ring on my finger, first of all, I'm gonna shut it down. Right. And secondly, if I see you with a ring on your fucking finger, I'm gonna shut you down. Period.
So if you, but you will shoot your shot.
What if he got buddy? What if you got?
No, I'm not. No, this is the thing. Wait. I'm not going to shoot no shot at somebody that if I knowingly know that you're in a relationship or that you're married, I'm not going to shoot no shot.
What if a married man with some buddy tried to talk to you? Would you talk?
No, nigga, you're married. The fuck? Like this is not happening. Being a woman that has been like, I guess you could say cheated on, and that has like dealt with a man like talking to other women while y'all together. And I'm not talking about we just started dating or some shit. I'm talking about I've been with you for 6 years, 5 years, 4 years or something, 3 years, whatever the case may be, and you still shooting your fucking shot and you got a whole ass woman. My thing is, at the end of the day, I know what that pain feel like. I'm not finna let no other fucking woman feel that shit just because I want to be stupid or petty or something.
That's
at the end of the day, I'm not doing that.
That's a personal thing.
That's a personal thing. I'm not doing that because at the end of the day, most women know what that pain feels like. So why would you even want to put another fucking woman in that situation to just be you shooting your shot at her dude? Just stay your distance. Okay. Go find your own man.
out here
Okay.
that are money hungry, and so if they see a guy who has a family and has money, they don't care. They like, at the end of the day, he can go home to his wife, who's obviously not doing her job, and I'm going to continue to do whatever I want to. But at the end of the day, they're going to be the lonely one and things like that. But it would never bother me. And I feel like women who go approach married men are just weak-minded women.
Hey, sometimes y'all need that test though. Y'all need that test, don't y'all? Sometimes.
What test?
What you mean?
That test, like, all right, you married, right? Boom. Like, if a woman hinting at your man and all of that while you with him, don't it make you feel good to see how his reaction towards it while he with you?
Of course, I don't see anything wrong with it.
Okay, guys, answer that question and vice versa. When other men trying to talk to y'all girl everywhere, because I was 8 months pregnant and niggas was in the mall trying to get my number.
I love it.
Different,
so I
though.
mean,
That's
I'm
different.
trying to understand.
That's different.
I
Though.
love
That's
it.
completely different. That's completely different. That's completely different. If a man do that to another man, that's just straight disrespect.
It's disrespect. Yeah.
That's just straight because he doing it purposely. If a man do it, he doing it purposely.
Definitely
Exactly. That's why
he pulling your card. That's different. You know, women do that sometimes. Just some, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, like it's a lot of women that's with dudes with money because they got money. So other girls might, hey, let me squeeze in on this money. You know.
Oh yeah.
But
It's a
when
man.
a dude when it's coming the other way, that's just straight. Like if you out to eat with a woman and a man throwing shots at her, he being disrespectful to you. That's disrespect, straight all the way around. Like he's saying, this dude right here, I feel like I can pull his girl. I don't care who he is. I can pull his girl. That's all. It's not the same way. Like
so then, why it can't be seen as disrespectful if a woman is trying to shoot her shot at a married man
No,
or a guy that's in a relationship?
It can be depending on how she go about it. It can be. It can be, but it's way more open when it comes to the other side. It's way
like
more
if
open.
a nigga do that to you, put it like this: if a man, I don't care what race, if a man do it, basically he telling you, I could beat your ass. When a woman do it, a woman ain't saying like I could beat your ass.
Not even I could beat your ass. I can outlaw you.
Like if you check her, she will calm. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you.
Right.
But she will try her luck. If a dude do it, he think you a bitch and he could try you. He just trying you.
Hey, bro, not even that he think you a bitch. He might think he got more money than you. Anything like,
or
hey, you know, he might think he balling harder than you. He dressed better than you. His game harder than yours. Like shit.
He better
appear. He be like, if he pulled her, I know I can pull her.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a different.
So before I got married,
females be just trying to get in where they fit in.
Girls don't even talk to niggas if they don't got money.
So before I got married, I did used to like the fact that I would, when me and Gigi go out, walk in first, make sure you're done up, and then just watch people like look at her and be awed by her. You know what I'm saying? Now that I'm married, I don't really like that shit now. You know what I'm saying? Because
it's a ring. It's a ring on your finger.
She got.
But you might not see that first.
Almost $3,000 on her finger now. You know what I'm saying? So,
bro, even if it was $5, bro, with something on your finger, that's the ultimate disrespect. Like
it's disrespect.
Just to look and see, you know.
It should have changed.
That's the ultimate, though. When the ring on the finger, that's the ultimate.
Changed, though. That should really.
It's one thing to try to take somebody's girlfriend,
you know.
Right.
But I'm gonna still look good when I walk in. Like
if you see a ring, you supposed to automatically lead out of
bro. Yeah, even dudes that be on that, when you see that ring, it's a whole. That's another level. Like they married.
Don't let that
girlfriend, wife. That's different.
Right.
It's different.
And I feel like most guys, they do respect a woman, if she married. They still might shoot their shot, but if she turn you down, be like, nah, I'm married. I ain't fucking with that. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Said no, Samantha?
No, because when Chris proposed to me, it was just like a magnet of guys just constantly. I'm like, I'm engaged. And then when we got married, it was like still pressure. It was like, I'm married. Like, you don't see it, you don't get it.
Because it's because what probably everybody say about marriage, they probably just assume they don't know how long you've been married.
I think it's just like, let me test you and see if you really love
exactly. That's what I'm saying. They testing you to see is you happy in your marriage.
Right.
You're right.
While you shoot them down, that let them know you happy.
But once you shoot them down,
that's what I'm saying. It's a different level of respect. Yeah, it's a different level of respect.
Because one thing it do show when you got a ring is that you're a good woman. If you got a ring, that show that you're a good woman because a lot of women don't have them.
Right.
Yeah.
And one thing about I used to say when niggas with girls or niggas baby mamas or whatever, when I was out here fucking hoes and shit, I knew like this nigga, if he find out I'm fucking with his girl or his baby mama or something, it could be a problem for me. Like this nigga might want to shoot me or beat my ass or whatever it would be. You know what I'm saying? But let's say it was a married woman.
Yeah.
I just I can't do that because this nigga kill me and get
I
away
expect
with
him to kill me.
He can kill you and get away with it. He can kill you and beat the case.
That's what I'm saying. I expect
he can kill you
to
and
come
beat. That's a whole nother level.
Yeah,
it's a whole nother level.
If
you
you
take somebody girl, he get mad.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? That's a fact. It's a different level of like, nah, this nigga could kill me, get away with it, and be at home, and I'm up in heaven chilling like, damn.
And I put a ring on a bitch, and man, I'm killing them. What do you mean? Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah.
If
I done dedicated all this to you, I done put my whole everything.
Everything.
When you get married, you under God, man. Now I gotta operate totally different. I ain't just cheating on
the ultimate level.
Lord. Like it's totally different. Man, hell no, you can't play me like that.
Like,
exactly though. That's what make a lot of men scared of it.
That's exactly why y'all ain't getting me.
That's what make a lot of men scared of it though. Yep. Exactly that.
Yeah, right.
But y'all ain't ready either. Y'all ain't ready either.
Y'all trust for women is not as high as our trust is for men.
Depending on who you is.
I put it. Yeah, it depends.
Depending. That can be said both ways.
Yeah.
Because I know men that put way too much trust in a woman that they shouldn't, even if they homeboys, even if their best friend told them not to, they still didn't put their full 1,000% trust in that. You can tell them whatever and they do it. So that could go both ways.
But it's so much easier for them to find another woman.
When your heart attached to it, it's not easy. It's not easy because that's the thing with a man. Like when you find somebody that you really click with, that you like, you know, that you feel like I love her enough to put a ring on you. That's different. Like that's what I'm saying. It's an abundance. It's too many. It's so many women out here that you can sleep with, you can talk to, you can DM, all that stuff. But when you find somebody that you like, I want to put this ring on her. That's rare. That's not no everyday. I just want to marry you girl to say hi to me.
It's not really rare. I don't think it's rare. What it is the mindset that you put towards the situation. Because you could go in a situation like, man, I'm just trying to fuck. Like I ain't even. You blinded. You're not even thinking about anything else but that, or anything else but you're not even thinking about marriage or whatever, because that's not what your mindset is going into it. Say women are naturally that's what we want. We're ready for that. You feel me? But we can't pick we gonna get
some of y'all.
But you can't say that though. You can't say that. I do know some men who some players, and then I know some niggas who really just like they good dudes and they really want one woman. They go into it looking for that, and every time they get hurt. And
I done seen them get hurt both ways. That's what I'm like, both ways.
Right.
I done seen them both ways.
My topic is so hard because
and girls always feel like, oh, it's the dude. Nah, it's both ways though. It's both ways.
It's harder.
Girls always feel like how y'all
know the ratio. Okay.
Y'all more emotional than us.
What ratio?
Y'all more emotional than us.
We gotta be. Y'all don't show no emotion, so who gonna show? We gotta show it.
But that go back to the first topic though. Y'all, the world trained us to be like that. You can want to cry on a girl's shoulder and you ain't gonna do it.
So you can put it on Facebook.
You can want to cry on
the world.
A dude can want to cry on your shoulder, but he ain't gonna do it because
why not?
like I'm gonna get. Cause she might look at me like I'm a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like,
but see, this is why
that's you saying that, but I'm saying in general though. In general. Bro, she gonna look at you like I got you. I got you wrapped around my finger.
You never.
As soon as you do that, she playing
on the
like
internet. As soon as y'all get into it, she gonna be like, yeah, that bitch ass niggas was crying.
Bro, what happened to any? Bro, but real shit. Any dude you see take a girl back after she sleep with a person, all that type of shit. Now she got you wrapped, right? She know what time it is now.
So what about the nigga? I'm confused. When niggas cheat and we accept the back, now what you? Okay, yeah, she gonna come back regardless. Shit.
Y'all gotta accept the double standards and stuff. It's different.
It's not.
It's different. It's different. If a dude take you back after cheating, like fully cheating, like sleeping, that's different. that take, you know how much that take for a man to do that?
Like you said, women is emotional. If a nigga get your bitch, it's like this. That mean like she really was feeling him. Like she like this smile. She like that couple jokes. Like he got potential to be the next runner up. A nigga just will go fuck a bitch and won't even ever speak to her or talk to her again. And it won't have no emotional attachment to it.
And you know
So
why?
you can't say it's the same. So that's why a nigga it be so hard for a man to take a woman back because you be knowing like you really like this something about this nigga. Like you be like, that's why niggas don't be fucking with that. With dudes, it be like it's easy. A bitch know, like, man, he don't even take her serious.
You know why?
You could immediately get off though, bro. You could immediately get off, right, and be laying there like and feel disappointed with yourself as a man. Like a woman ain't doing what we doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could get drunk, horny, and really mess with somebody and be laying there like, I'm sick of myself. Like I'm about to puke. I'm about to throw up on myself.
Man,
a
woman,
girl
don't
if
want
she
to do
did
something,
that,
she really won't do it. She'll get there, but she really won't do it.
It was deeper than that. Yeah, it was deeper than just being horny though.
I'm glad y'all think that that's how all women are.
Not all. I don't think all women like that.
Oh, okay.
Respectful women is the rest of them boys hoes.
Any
bitch that's fucking like niggas is just some straight up hoes.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, that's different.
Hell
I
yeah.
wouldn't necessarily say that either.
What?
Let me guess, because they got a job and they take care of themselves.
My bad. It's a standard. I forgot. Because it's like...
You just testing too many people, huh?
Because it's just at the end of the day, it's like this. I mean, I ain't saying I'm out here like that, but at the end of the day, if I want to have sex with somebody, I'm going to have sex with them. That's just what I want to do.
But
you know, that don't make me a hoe about it because at the end of the day, I'm single. So what I got to do is sit and twiddle my thumb and wait for the right one.
But his situation...
you got to have a time period on that pussy, though, for sure. You got to have a time period on that pussy.
He's not the right one.
All right, but look,
and if you don't even want
wait a little more, all right.
You're not wasting a body.
So you gonna go out the next night and fuck again?
That just making
no, that's not what he was saying though. What he was saying was women in a relationship going out and cheating on their man. If you single, you of course you go and do what you want to do. You're single.
Even with a single woman though, you know what we talking about. You know what we talking about. Like if a man mess with 10 women straight and a woman mess with 10 dudes straight, it's a difference. Like
it's not the same.
Two out of them 10 y'all going back to. 2 out of them 10 y'all going back to minimum. Y'all going back to.
It's not the same. That's a conversation for another time for double standard.
Yeah.
That's another
Lifestyles
topic.
is a men's and women's clothing store that carries exclusive quality labels. Their mission is to bridge the gap between mainstream fashions and luxury brands. They're the go-to place for the latest fashions and trends. You can shop with them online at lifestylesapparel.com. That's LIFESTYLEZ apparel.com. And follow them online at Lifestyles Apparel on all social media outlets. While you're at it, visit them at their brand new Memphis location.
Mark Madness, let's go crazy.
Back to the podcast. Moving into our next topic, the email of the week. Please keep sending your emails to thecopacetichour@gmail.com or visit our website at www.thecopacetichour for your copacetic gear. Dear TCH, the Copacetic Hour, I'm a 29-year-old guy and I keep changing careers. Like every 6 months to a year, I'm just not passionate about any of the fields that I've tried so far. My fiance confronted me about it and said, I'll never be able to retire at this rate. And she's concerned about our financial security. I never was concerned about it because she's been with her company for the last 6 years straight. She loves it and is always getting promotions. She said I shouldn't be relying on her income. Should I sacrifice my sanity for a stability and stick with something I don't like? Or should I keep going until I find something that I'm passionate about? Or get a new fiance who's going to support me? Just joking about that. Help a brother out. What y'all think?
Hold on, man. Straight like this.
That's some female shit.
I don't give a fuck what you going through or what you trying to get to. As a man, you supposed to provide and support your woman and help around the house.
Thanks.
So, yes, everybody got a dream. Don't nobody, I don't know the percentage, but probably 75% of people don't like their job. And they got something they want to do. But you got to do that. And then in the meantime, in between time, pursue what you're trying to get to. There's nothing else to really be said about that.
She likes stability. That's what she wants. And she see that he's all over the place. And with him, he's still keeping a job, but he's not happy where he's at. And like you're saying, he needs to sit down, reevaluate himself and what he wants within long term, because he's thinking short term. She's thinking long term. So if they sit down together, then they will be able to establish what they want within their relationship and also their income. So, and then him relying on her income, yeah, he needs to be careful.
That's weak as fuck.
That is very.
It is, though.
Welcome to the life of women. Welcome to our life.
Hey, bro, come on, bro.
Hey, I'm sitting back on this, bro.
Bro, I can't even go there. Like, boy, you better risk your life with some fucking money, nigga. What the fuck you mean, nigga? You better do something, bro. You gotta make something.
Whatever you gotta do.
To the table, or you gonna get treated real lightly around that bitch. You better not even turn on the air.
I'm glad that you know and that you're saying this, because niggas need to hear this shit, because it's hard out here for a pimp.
I think it is. A lot of niggas is like that, but I think women be enabling niggas too, though.
That is
they
true.
do.
That is very true.
With that, like,
that was my whole point of my post, bro. Well, not the whole point, but that's what I mean. Women be trying to belittle men and make niggas like, if you ain't no boss, they not fucking with you. But bitch, I can't go to Vegas or Miami with $500, 3 Fashion Nova outfits and a bathing suit. I gotta have thousands of dollars. I gotta have a booth. I gotta have bottles. All of that.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't got that, I don't get
the best room. The best room. All that.
You better have some muscles. If you don't got that, you really super hit. Like,
so I feel
women do not acknowledge men if you don't got your shit together, and you gotta have your shit together. And they be trying to act like, oh, you know, I love God for who he is. No,
I tried. It's not enough.
But I ain't gonna lie. I'll give y'all this. You don't fuck with no man. How can I word this better? You don't fuck with no man when he down, because a man that's down shouldn't be looking for how he can get his neck. Why are you looking for a woman? No, you should be looking for how you get yourself together. Yada, yada,
like
yada.
this.
Now, if a nigga fall off, though, while y'all is together, you should stick around. Now, you bold if you leave him in that case, because it's like, damn, you never, like, like, if his boss calls him a nigga and he quit his best job, like, all right, you got to respect that. But if somebody been like, if a nigga just ain't doing shit, you don't got to deal with that. No man that ain't doing nothing in the beginning, don't waste your even time with that, because obviously that's not his goal. His goal is to get some pussy.
And that's what I'm like, put it like this. You shouldn't be fucking with no man with no ambition, period. Like, just, if he don't want to do, if he don't, you know, he got to have some drive.
Whoever this guy is, Sonny, though, whoever this guy is, he wants to have a good job. And I feel like your job, your career will affect your relationship. He coming home, he probably like, I done had a messed up day, and it can affect their relationship. Yeah. So I think he's not happy within his workspace, he can bring that stuff home. So,
but
yeah, I agree with Samantha though. I agree with Samantha, because at the end of the day, this is my thing, right? Both people need to be individually happy with what they're doing, right? Mm-hmm. Both people need to be individually happy with what they're doing, and then y'all have to bring that together in the relationship. Because if one person is literally working a miserable ass job, it's hard to not bring that misery home to your family. You try to leave it at the door, right?
But you shouldn't be getting in a relationship
it's not
unhappy.
Always the most possible thing.
No.
Right, you shouldn't be jumping into no relationship. See, if you unhappy with yourself, why are you looking for a female or a man if your life is out of order? If you know you need to get shit in order for you, why is you looking for love?
Right, but that's not the question.
What I'm on.
That's not the question at hand, though. He's already engaged, and Beyonce is not happy with it. Him jumping job to job, right? So what I'm saying is that what he has to do is self-evaluate, like what it is that you really want. If you gonna work in corporate America, like a lot of us have went to college, have worked in corporate America, whatever the case may be, and we came to find out after getting all these degrees that you just really don't fucking like it. So my thing is at the end of the day, like, you have to self-evaluate what is it that you want, and then you have to go work towards that. Now, if it's a situation like, let's say you want to go start a business, and maybe y'all is engaged, they engaged or something like that, and they just don't have the funds or something to do that, then at that point you need to evaluate, well, what type of job would I be okay with until the shit that I want to do take off. So
but
sometimes
you can't accept the person You can't accept a person in a certain situation and then turn your back on them when you already
Right. That's
knew it
what I'm
well
saying. So
from
like
the
she
get go.
can't. She has to also be like a selfless person in the situation. Like you can't necessarily like get mad at him for not liking the jobs that he's had. You have to also just have to, if you're his fiance and y'all planning to get married, you also have to have that conversation where you sit down with him like, babe, look, I understand you don't like XYZ, but you can't be quitting a job every 6 months. We got to figure out what it is. Where you at? What we doing? What you doing?
Who gets engaged?
Like, what is it that you want to do? And my thing is,
you say what, bro? Let her finish.
But it can take, all it is take conversation and just really sitting down, self-evaluating. And sometimes you got to write that shit out. Sometimes you got to write that shit down, the pros and cons of like the job that you want versus like if you don't want to work a job and you want to start a business or whatever the case may be, but you have to figure it out. And if you're engaged to somebody and y'all about to be married, your partner is also a person that is supposed to be there to help you figure that out too. Like, it's just like, that's called that's partnership. Exactly. They gonna help you figure that shit out too.
Now, Miss Eve, what was you about to say, Miss Eve?
I'm a partner, like, to the T. You feel me?
Me too. That's how I am. Like,
with you till you figure, trying to help you figure it out.
So you riding it out?
I have, and then it got to the point where it wasn't making sense for me too. Because my thing is, I can't want it more than you want it.
Right.
I can't. Like, you feel me? And I got my own shit I'm trying to do. You feel me? Because at that point, then it becomes a dependent. Now I'm with a dependent. I'm an independent.
But why you didn't get to know this person that deep before you got this deep in?
Before what? I mean, deep in, you always
talking about how much do they want it this bad or something. You ain't know that before.
I'm talking about their life, what they're trying to do, ambition. They have ambition. You feel me? When you got ambition, you got all of this, that's cool. But when you got to be dependent on someone else telling you how to move through your ambition, that's a lot.
Exactly.
That is a lot. Because I have my own ambition that I should be. But since you're going to be my man, you're going to be my husband one day, bet. I'm going to put my shit to the side because I understand that your money going to eventually be my money. So we're going to work towards your shit because because you need it. Because I know
it should work both ways. Like you said, you got your own ambition too, right?
Right. But as
so is your money gonna be his money?
Our man down, right?
Because is your money gonna be his money?
Yeah.
What Eva's saying is that at the end of the day, she is a partner. It's like we don't know the whole inside story of their relationship, or if he was like that before they got married, because maybe he wasn't like that. Because you know what I'm saying, like they still in their late 20s. Maybe they just got done with school a few years ago, and they just like the rest of us that's all been to college. Shit, we had to figure it the fuck out when we got out of school. It's a journey trying to figure out like what job you want and this and that. Like shit, I stayed at a job for 4 years that I fucking couldn't stand, and I only stayed there the last couple because I had a kid and I had to think about like, damn, like I need to stay here just because like I have a child. And my thing is at the end of the day, what he's saying is that I can't keep working at places that just make me fucking miserable. I just want something else. He not saying that like he didn't say nothing about the fact that like that he been a job hopper since high school or some shit. That's not what he's saying. What he's saying is that he just wants more than what he's getting from these places of work.
Now,
and his fiance is just tired of it. So in my mind, it's just like, well, maybe his fiance got to sit down and have a conversation with him too, and maybe she that can be that extra push that he needs to figure it out. That's all.
She shouldn't have like to, but yeah.
Now it does come to
I would agree to disagree.
Mm-hmm. It does come to a point where he does have to make a decision on what she wants to do. And and as Smoke was saying earlier, as a woman, you don't want to be taking care of no man, especially if y'all didn't start off that way. You know what I'm saying? Now, if she's been taking care of him for however long, it's been a few years, he jumping job to job. Okay, everything comes to a boiling point where like, okay, I don't want to say it's deuces, but it comes to a point where like you need to make a decision on what you want to do, and you need to ride that decision out. It may not be what you want to do, but you got responsibility. And because you have responsibility, you may have to do what you don't want to do and then work on what you want to do, like he was saying, in the mean in between time. So I do feel her, young man, as you listening to this podcast, your woman is going to come to a point where she's going to make you make a decision. So before she gets to that point, you need to make a decision, whether it's something that you like or if it's something that you don't like.
Being independent.
But if you came into it and he was holding it down, you know what I'm
That's
saying? It's
not what
only
the
right that,
email
you
said.
know.
That's not what the
Yeah,
email
exactly,
said.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It may or it may not have been like that. She said
That's why
right
I'm like,
now.
we don't got
Right.
it's a bunch
We don't got all
of
that
it's a bunch
detail.
of blanks.
Yeah, he
It's a
said.
Right.
bunch
That's
of
what I'm
blanks
saying.
in
Like we
there.
don't
That's why
have
I'm like,
the background information to really make that
exactly, like
determination. So what I'm saying is that from the outside looking in, like just sit down, talk to your fiance about it, like, and then y'all come to a decision on y'all, like she can help you come to a decision on what it is that you looking for. You feel me? Because this the thing with women. Sometimes we see stuff on a different perspective than what a man does, and sometimes men see things on different perspective than what we do. So maybe it's something that he not seeing in his job hunt that she might be like have a different perspective or even just a different thought process about, and can help him figure that out. So it's like use your intuition and your thought process to help him figure that shit out. It's just that simple.
It's a partnership, period.
It's just a partnership. Just shit, y'all help each other. Y'all help each other.
Samantha, what was you saying?
I just think, like you said, that he needs to just sit down with her and figure out what he want to do. He can't depend on her long term because she's thinking about the retirement. She's been on her job for 6 years and he's been bouncing around. And so he can't depend on what they're going to do long term.
Right.
She wants him to get comfortable and stable and get benefits and things like that within his company. And right now he's showing he's not able to provide because he's bouncing around. And she's the type of woman, she wants a stable man.
Mm-hmm. That's her standard.
That's why I'm like, there's so many blanks. Was he providing off rip though?
We don't know.
No, he's been bouncing around. He's been bouncing around.
He's been
since the beginning.
Years. He's been bouncing around a few years. We don't know.
But since the beginning, though,
we don't know.
Yeah.
No, the email doesn't say that.
Because she's been on her job for 6 years.
Can't talk about what we don't know. He was writing like, should I leave my fiance and shit? Like, no, nigga. If you got a girl, he said that jokingly. He said it jokingly.
No, bro. He has a problem with if something doesn't go his way, he's bouncing, and that's what he's doing.
That's what it sounds like.
If she don't cooperate with this, he's gonna leave her.
And I hope dog ain't mad at me. That's how exactly what she said. You know he's a bouncer. How the fuck you get engaged and you don't even got that together? A real man is not gonna try to get engaged with a woman that ain't got herself financially stable. How did you just get engaged? That's how quick he's ready to call this engagement off and just leave. Like that don't even make sense.
It don't make sense at all.
The nigga need to get himself together, get you something going, put you some shit in motion, and then figure it out from there.
Be independent. Okay.
I mean, I hear you, but that don't mean you can't have no woman while you're doing that either, though.
You know exactly. Bro, if you do, bro, you gotta take your wins with your losses. If you got a woman, you gotta know what come out here with a woman. Right. Niggas is sharking at your woman that got their shit together and all that. So you better have some type of money to give your girl the platinum privileges so you could keep your woman.
Look, though, you didn't propose. You didn't propose knowing you was gonna be bouncing around and all that type of shit, though.
Like,
you
didn't do that. He's not a stable person. So he seen that she was stable. So he was like, oh, she's going to be able to help me mold who I am.
He thought that was going to help him. He thought that was going to complete him.
No.
Now the nigga Drew Hill, incomplete.
I get it if he has some type of ambition or if he has some type of goals and dreams or whatever. Like, I get it because sometimes you just can't, like, deal with, you know, in the box world. Like, even if you don't want to work a job, you're gonna figure out how to make some money.
Right. Exactly.
I hear what you're saying, but let's say they got engaged or whatever. You can be with your woman and still get yourself together. And Smoke, if she's the type of woman that you're talking about where other niggas is coming at her and doing all this shit, you don't need to be with.
No, I'm not saying they coming at her. I'm just saying that's gonna happen in general when your girl at TJ Maxx by herself or something.
That's fine.
I'm saying you can't, and you're right, you can't get yourself together, but work that weak ass job that you don't want to work and provide for your woman and your family while you trying to get yourself together as a man. And don't stop her goals, push her towards hers as well. That don't even make no sense. I'm not asking no girl to marry me and I'm not together as a man.
Exactly. That don't make no sense.
That she paid for everything.
It don't make no sense.
And I ain't gonna lie, I'm a dog ass nigga, but I am not about to go to that level with it. Like, that's a totally different level. Why would you do that? Like, that's crazy.
I hear you.
So what y'all saying? So okay, so for the guy's perspective, what y'all saying is basically he needs to basically step away from her and get his shit together.
No, he need to lock in with one job and call it that, and take the wins with the losses.
Yeah.
As a man,
he needs to do what he got to do as a man.
That job
period.
that you don't want to work to provide for your woman, so she just not fucking out here living like whatever.
This week's episode is sponsored by the Design Lab at Shutterstock & Co. From logos and business cards to invitations and custom tees, the Design Lab is your one-stop shop for graphics. The Design Lab is the sole creator for copacetic merchandise, available now. Use your promo code COPACETIC for 10% off your copacetic merchandise. Shop now using the link in our bio. Back to the podcast. We're going to move into the last segment of the podcast, the hood situation. What hood situation? Who hood situation? Because shit be happening in the hood. So today's hood situation is, when was the first time you had sex and you got caught? Not by a significant other, but somebody just randomly walked in on you having sex.
Shit, me, because I ain't never been caught.
Yes, you have.
If I got caught, I wouldn't get caught. It's like I knew my nigga was coming there, or we probably was busting the bitch down the same room or some shit like that. So I protect.
No, just because Mom Dukes ain't walk in, she knew you what you was
that don't
doing.
Count, bro. I didn't get caught.
Like nobody.
You got caught.
Nobody ever walked in on you having sex,
bro. Hell no. Everybody, when I started fucking, they knew I was fucking.
I didn't walk in on you. I didn't walk in on you. I didn't walk in on you though.
But that's what I'm saying. I knew you was gonna walk in. Like that's what I'm saying. I never really got caught. Like
I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't walk in and you was getting in.
But saying that don't count because I didn't get caught. I don't care.
You didn't walk in on me.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Like what? Like
hey, I done walked in on Sonny too behind the bar that one time.
Hey, just be chill. Hey, we ain't gonna talk about Grandma Crib. Hey. I was on some bullshit.
At Grams? Hell yeah. All right, who want to go first?
Dumb. He ready.
Okay, I'll go because I'd have been caught. Okay,
stories ready.
I'd have been caught. I've been caught a few times. Not so.
Caught.
Yeah, like okay. So this was this was like the first time was high school, right? So like my ex at the time. Oh my God. Okay, so my granny was out of town, right? I grew up with my grandma. I lived in the house with my grandma. My granny was out of town for like literally the day. She went to the casino, right? So my ex came over and we was 18, so whatever, it is what it is. And then my sister was there. Like my sister didn't stay with us, but my sister was over there. Man. Yeah, she walked straight the fuck in. Bro, I was in panic mode. I was like, I give you some money.
You had the cars. You had the
I give you some money. Like, do not tell Granny, bro. Like,
damn.
Do not tell her because she gonna motherfucking kill my ass. Like, don't say shit. I ain't gonna say shit. You fucking lying, bro. Like, I need you not to say shit. Like, I need you to shut your fucking. I said, sis, I give you some money. I don't care. Like, what you want? What you need? Like, whatever. And I also so actually that wasn't even the first time. Oh wow. That was the second time. This same ex, when we was in high school, this is actually at the same time when we losing our virginity to each other.
Fucking.
No, like I dated the same person like high school for like 6 years. So
fucky.
The first time was his brother and his friend walked in on us.
Oh no.
Damn.
And it was weird because it was our first time and his brother and his friend walked in, like bust through that bitch.
Damn.
Well,
and we both was like, that was a scared straight moment. And then like, it was our first time. Then we had sex again for like a year.
Why not?
You banned them for that pussy for a year.
Why not?
They was in that Adam and Eve.
Scared. Like, we was scared. I was just like, we didn't have sex again for like a year. We didn't have sex again for like a year. We was scared as fuck. Like, that shit was scary as fuck. I know, and it's
tripping.
just I know, but it's like his friend and his brother walked in. It was just like, damn, caught.
And what
Like a
what position
motherfucker.
was y'all in? And what y'all was doing?
Huh?
Oh, you know.
And what position y'all was in when they caught y'all? Tell us details. We need details.
Okay,
like
so if you want details, okay, so
you was like face down and
You had the covers on you.
did you?
no, actually I was
Let
on
me
top.
know.
So when we got caught, I
Oh,
was
you
on
was going
top.
crazy. Oh, so you look crazy. So you look like the freak girl. You look like a freak. You was in there. And they
Listen.
know. They walked in like, oh, she's freaky.
Oh shit.
No.
Okay,
Okay, so
I was like, damn, bro.
when we got caught, like I was on top. And then like even the second time we had got caught, I was on
you
top.
was on top again.
Yeah.
Oh, so you look like the freaky one. You look like the freaky one then.
You the rider.
No, at the
you freaky.
No,
freaky.
I mean, you know, at that time, like I don't know. I think he was just a little lazy or something, but whatever. I don't know.
It don't matter. That's how you got caught. That's how it looked.
I was on top both times we got caught. And the second time, my sister, his friend, and his brother caught us. It was kind of like, y'all shut the fuck up. Don't say shit. Like to nobody, to your fucking mom, nobody.
Like not this time. Like I ain't going down this time.
When my sister called us, I was scared then a bitch because I just knew her big mouth ass was gonna tell my granny. Like I just knew because my granny didn't even know I was even having sex or nothing. So it was just like I was just scared. Right.
All right. What about you, Samantha?
I have never been caught.
Never.
Ever.
I mean,
your little girl never.
They ain't tell her. They was peeking through the door. They ain't tell her.
Really?
No,
Y'all be locking the door.
I don't think she understands what it is, but she busted in a few times.
I mean, I got caught in college too. One of my roommates walked in my room, so
you on top that time?
Oh, see, let's go back to you.
Was you on top that time?
Hold on.
Back to you.
I've been walked in on a few times. I said maybe I'll start locking some doors around this bitch or something.
Yes, they do.
Right.
Hey, bro.
Listen,
and she Miss Jackson, bro. She Miss Jackson.
Shit, I forgot my whole fucking last name was on here, but no, like even in college, like one of my roommates walked in.
I'm looking like that.
One of my roommates walked in. It was crazy is that like she wanted to watch, and I was like, "Nah, we not doing that, bro. You gotta go."
Was you on top that time?
I really don't remember. I might have been. I mean, I don't know. I really not that one. I don't remember.
She like,
I don't remember if I was on top on that one.
She jumping on some shit, bro.
Ernest.
All right.
I've been caught a few times.
I've been caught.
I've been caught a few times. I've been caught a few times.
Yeah,
I don't know how.
I've been caught several times. So
I caught you too. I caught you too.
One time I got caught.
Motherfucker, you go peeping Tom.
Sonny is.
Hey.
I
am. I ain't gonna lie. I am.
I watch. I will.
I'm peeping.
I won't watch to a point where it fuck your shit up, but if I get a look, I'm a look.
Yep.
I'm a look. But one time I got caught. It was after one of my football games, and my mom and the girl came over, and I was tearing her ass up, nigga. She was screaming. I'm like, bitch.
Hold on,
my mom, because my mom room is like right above mine.
Man, he was on some nasty shit back in the day, man.
And my mom came down there
before we even started.
You gotta go. Hey. You gotta go. Just walk right in, like, you gotta go. You gotta go. Oh, I was like, good. I was done anyway, Mom. It was cool. But anyway.
You too late anyway.
Right, you too late. One time I've been caught twice at the Sigma house. One time I got caught getting head on one of my profiles' bed. I thought the door was locked. I'm getting head. I'm sitting on the bed. And my nigga Johnny walked right in and see everything.
Not Sonny, right?
No, Johnny. And then one time I got caught. This is the day after I crossed Sigma. They had a party for us. And I was getting some pussy in Rod's bed. The girl came over and I was smacking in Rod's bed and I broke Rod's bed, nigga. While I was smacking her and Rod broke in like, damn, nigga, your fat ass broke my bed, man. What the fuck, man? You broke my bed, bro. This is the day after I crossed Sigma. I was fucking this girl.
That's funny.
I'm in Rod bed thrashing and broke that nigga bed. Goddamn, he's
You
like,
don't fuck a
shit.
nigga bed up like that, B.
Hey, you gonna at least let me fuck? I was like, nigga, get your ass out of here, nigga. It's broke now. Shit, what can we do?
Pay for it, motherfucker.
So
Tomorrow.
as a Neo, you tried to buy that nigga a new bed. You tried to buy
Exactly.
No, I didn't buy him.
What can I do?
No, I didn't buy him.
Give me some new sheets, nigga. Yeah.
Put some bricks under that
Hey.
bitch. I think we just put some
He
bricks
broke
under
the whole bed.
bed.
He ain't even got no to put the sheets on.
We put some bricks under Rod bed. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga Rod.
Oh,
I got caught that time. Oh, at Alabama State, I got caught one time. I think I was getting some head on the stairs, and I got caught. It was outside too, and I got caught on camera, and like I had to go to like the dean's office and shit, and I was like in trouble. I thought I was finna get expelled and shit. And I wind up not getting expelled, but what I had to do is like 6 a.m. for like 3 weeks, they had like the non-violent or sexual crime offender niggas. They be on campus in these jumpsuits and they gotta come pick up trash and shit. And
they put your big ass in the jumpsuit.
No, not in a jumpsuit. I had to go out there with one of them little tong things and pick up trash with them niggas every morning and clean up the campus. That was my punishment. You know what I'm saying? Instead of getting like expelled from school and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
that's
your ass.
One time I got caught. Yeah.
Damn.
I've been caught a few times. I got caught.
Me too.
I got caught by the police. On top of
So nigga, when you gonna tell your story when you been caught, motherfucker?
I'll go to the worst, my worst.
Okay, go to that.
Cause I done got caught a couple times too. But my worst is like, all right, I was a teenager and shit, and me and my auntie was real close, and she stayed with my grandma, and me and my grandma had beef. I had moved out of my grandma's crib, all that type of shit, rebellious, all that type of shit. But my auntie, we about to go out of town together. I show up in the morning, she ain't there. She ain't there yet. So I done called, a little freaky thing that's in the neighborhood. I don't know. I'm just young and stupid. I done called him over there to I still got my room set up at my gram. She don't even want me over here like that. But I got my room set up. So I got my little thing come over and we doing our thing. Look, it's so stupid to tell this story, but look. All right. We going in. Boom, like the door banging and shit. I'm thinking it's my auntie back, like ready to go. We supposed to be gone. I wouldn't even did this if she was there. I'm on some wasting time shit. Young shit, horny. Anyway, boom, man. I come, my auntie boyfriend was there though. So he the one banging on the door. He trying to let me know. And I'm thinking it's her. He trying to let me know, like, little nigga, like, calm down.
Right.
It's about to go down. Yeah, he trying to let me know. I don't know. I'm thinking it's her. I'm doing my thing. Like, you know what I do? Like, when I'm done, I'm done. Look, though, I come to the door after it's banging so much. I come to the door. It's my fucking grandma.
Damn.
Bruh, grandma, you already know. Like, It's just intuition. Like, I'm in this bitch in my hoop shorts. I had to pull my hoop shorts up. This the hoop shorts under the pants days. So, I had to pull my hoop shorts up and shit. I got hurt. Look, I'm talking about she got like triple D's. She hiding on the other side of the bed though. I didn't throw the blanket. It was shit. Ain't no getting under the bed with these titties or nothing and shit. So anyway, I let my grandma in. I'm on some hey, I'm shocked. Like, oh grandma, what's going on? I ain't supposed to be over here. We ain't heard into it. I'm like, oh grandma, all right. I play that I love you, grandma.
Dumbass me.
She also, hey, baby, what you doing in here? I'm like, nothing. TV on, all that. She looking around like, you sure you ain't doing nothing? Look, this why I was saying this the worst one, though. Like, I'm on some real TV, Fresh Prince, Martin bullshit. Like, she looking at the TV. What you doing in here? I'm just on some, grandma, what you, I'm on some basketball defense shit. Like, grandma, nothing. Like, damn, why are you coming in here this deep? Like, when I live here, you want in this room like this? Damn. She on some, you sure you ain't doing nothing, baby? She opening the closet. I'm just like, I'm look, when she started getting close, I like grab her and hug her. Some bullshit, though. I didn't grab my grandma and hug her.
Hell, man.
I'm just like, grandma, what is you you doing? Like, I love you, girl. She in this bitch playing it so cool. Though, like, what? Are you sure? Are you sure you doing nothing? Man, she get to the other side of the bed, pull that blanket up, man. This chick naked under this motherfucking blanket, man. And I was so scared. I was thinking she was finna go in on me, like get the fuck out of my house, all that type of shit. Man, she went in on chick so hard, man. I felt so bad. She went in like, this ain't the whore house. What you do? She said, you bring his big ass titties flopping around. Hey, Grams was going in, and that's back in the days when you used to come around East. So like, you already know, like she used to be like, that E down there cussing, what the fuck? Like, she was snapping though, like you floozy. This ain't the whore house. She was snapping. I'm trying to help her find the panties and bras. Yeah, bro, she called, my grandma, man, she calling her the old. She calling her everything in the book that you can think of, like old school shit. Like, this ain't the horror house, all that type of shit. And I'm like, I'm feeling so bad because I thought I was about to get it. Right. Man, she going in on her. She ain't said word to me. She going in on her. I'm over here trying to help her find her bra and shit. I'm still holding Grams off like, hey, she getting dressed. Like, all that. That was the worst for me because that was horrible. I felt bad because I invited her over.
Fucking hilarious.
I just felt bad. Like, damn, I just pulled the wrong move at the wrong spot. It wasn't right. And she snapped. She told the whole family. So, I had to hear about that on Thanksgiving, all that type of shit. I'm, table with the whole family. It's like, so what about that big titty girl we heard about? Shit like that. Like, damn, like, man, like, shit like that. But that was a horrible moment, man. She went in, though. She went in, and my auntie boyfriend was there, like I said. So even once I left, I walked her out the house, got her clothes. My grandma snapped the whole time. She wanted to put hands on her, but I didn't protected her because I was like, the least I could do is make sure my grandma don't smack your ass or shit. Right. Like, at least I didn't invite. It's my fault you here. You wouldn't even came if I wouldn't told you to come. So I'm thinking the least I could do is make sure you make it out this bitch in one piece and shit. This nigga out here, by the time she get out the house, why he out here raking leaves and shit? This nigga out here raking leaves, laughing at me and shit. Like, nigga, you terrible. He out here raking, but yeah, that was a story. I still hear about that to this day. So yeah, that's the worst. That's my worst.
Shout out to Grams.
Grams on in. Yeah, Grams on in.
Shout out to Grams. All right, go ahead and end the podcast there. We almost at 2 hours. Giving y'all hit ups. Let them know where they can find y'all. Anything y'all got going on.
You can find me. www.lifestylesapparel.com, or you can go to now, like my sister got some shit going on. We got lifestylesaesthetics.com with an E, not the A. All of that. You can get your facials. You can get some clothes. You can get some facials. You can get all that. Sites did by me actually too. So all of that. I got Lifestyles graphics. We doing web design. We doing everything. So all of that. Just put that in. You'll find it.
Facts.
With a Z at the end.
My name is Samantha. I'm the owner of Natural Spoonful. You can find me at Natural Spoonful on Instagram and also on Facebook. And what I do is I make dessert jars and with natural products. So everything is made with agave or cane sugar. We have vegan products and things like that.
Everything organic. Hit her up. Should be looking delicious, nigga. Okay. Delicious.
All right. Okay, guys. So I'm Jasmine. And again, I'm happy to be on another episode of the Copacetic Hour. Y'all can check out my Copacetic Hour merch hoodie that's fire as fuck because I wanted this burgundy.
Thanks.
Fire as fuck. Anyway.
Fan of the month winner right there.
You said what?
You're the fan of the month winner right there. That's what you get.
I am.
If you win my fan of the month contest, you get that hoodie. So enter.
And you can get it in whatever fucking color you want.
I could have been got that then.
Facts. Enter.
So you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Jasmine Deshay. That's JasminDeshea. So Instagram and TikTok. That's it.
Facts. Go hit her up. Go and support.
Facts.
It's me. Y'all know I'm Smoke. I can find you on Instagram, Smoke_dog 2513. This really what I'm fucking with right now. I'm feeling this little podcast shit, so I'm gonna keep fucking with it for now. Catch a vibe for it. Y'all probably see me on here again, like I said, 'cause that's my dog. So tap in.
Facts. Hit them up, all you ladies.
Well, like I said, my name is Taylor Eve, but I prefer to be called Eve. I'm down here in Atlanta. Actress, model, writer, creative direct. Right now, I find myself making labels for people's products as well. So really anything creative. Shop Herb Couture. Herb Couture. It's a tire fit for a stoner. So it's shopherbcouture.com or Shop Herb Couture on Instagram. The World of Vibes on Instagram. And Eve Just Be Chilling on Instagram. That is me because I just be chilling, fucking shit, you know.
Facts.
Pretty much.
She got a movie too. Check out her movie.
Oh yes,
Yes, thanks.
It's on Tubi.
What's your movie?
It's on Tubi?
The next one.
It's on Tubi?
What's
Yeah,
your
it's on
movie?
Tubi.
The game
Yeah,
is
tell
dirty.
us what it is. The game is dirty.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
We be on there. We be on
Yeah.
that.
The remote right here. I'm logging on to
For
it.
real.
I
just
Yeah, that's her. The game is dirty.
Yeah.
Let me see, bro. Put that bitch up closer, my nigga.
You already know.
Okay, bet.
But yeah, it's called The Game is Dirty.
Check out her movie on Tubi.
Please do. Working on the next one right now. It's gonna start filming that next year, so I'm actually co-writing that, so that's gonna be exciting.
Facts. I am your host, 5. You can hit me up at notorious_BIG_E or hit up the podcast Instagram at The Copacetic Hour or the podcast Twitter at Copacetic Hour. Keep sending your emails to thecopacetichour@gmail.com or visit our website for your Copacetic merch, thecopacetichour.com. We're going to leave you with our mantra. Please protect your peace, secure your wealth, and define your destiny. This is the Copacetic Hour. Peace.
You're tuning in to the Copacetic Hour.
This is the Copacetic Hour.
Why don't you just share?